Hi, everyone, and welcome to this week's Our Mid 20s podcast. I'm Alex, and I'm joined by Edgar.
And hi, everybody. I'm Edgar, like Alex said.
So, what's been going on, Edgar?
Well, everything's been cool. I quit one of my jobs that I was working finally. Thank God.
Well, which one did you quit? The laundromat
I
one?
was working in the laundromat. That yeah, I just told myself I was gonna quit it. It was one of those things that it was kind of like a safe job where you have it, and like let me rephrase that. Okay, so the reason I quit that job was because I felt like I was my safety net. And since I'm really trying to move out of my parents, and so I'm really trying to like start my career, that job was kind of like I feel like it was my safety net. Saying even if because I'm working on a job, even if I got fired from my other job, even if anything, I still had that job because my boss there loved me. He loved that I was doing a great job. So I was kind of procrastinating and not doing anything. And I passed my citizenship test last 2 weeks ago. So I'm in the process of becoming
Awesome,
a citizen.
congrats.
Yeah, thanks. I'm in the process of becoming a citizen. Within the 23rd of June, I'm gonna take my oath. So that's how I felt. Like it was a safety net that I had there. And if I really want to move out, I need to cut my safety net so I can get a little push forward I need. So I put in my 2 weeks, and this is my last week already. And yeah, after this week, I'm not gonna work there anymore. So if I get fired from my current job, or if I screw up something, now I have, like, I was reading an article and they mentioned something about, people start doing their job when the fear monster, the fear monster, that's what they called it, comes into their life. And yeah, I'm kind of scared that I guess I actually have that scare that's pushing me to do stuff. Like, people do stuff when they actually feel scared they're gonna fail in something or gonna feel embarrassed or something. So now I have the actual push that's keeping me moving forward.
Yeah, I totally get it. It's like when you feel like you're gonna fail class, so you have to study your ass off for the final or midterm.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you only get that thing when something bad is gonna happen, or you don't want to get embarrassed, or you don't want to ruin your career, or something like that.
Yeah, I totally got you.
So how about you? How's everything been going?
It's pretty good. I've been doing research just lately. Well, I actually haven't been actually doing it. Well, I haven't been doing much. I've been kind of being a little lazy lately. So I'm trying to, shake that out of my system to try to get to do stuff, to start doing stuff. But other than that, I've been doing that. I have a part-time job on Saturdays that I've been
Oh,
working.
where do you work?
I'm working with the city of Merced. It's this program where, well, basically, to give you kind of like a short story of it, the city of Merced did this survey around around all the schools in the county and the county of Merced, and it turns out like 40% of all the students were in some way they either came from Mexico or they're like first generation, so the city of Merced wants to get them involved into like the computer stuff, computer science kind of, or just engineering aspect or science aspect. So fall behind because English isn't the first language, or they just don't have that side at home. They don't get that science perspective at home.
Yes.
So the city of Merced basically hired UC Merced as this like test run to. So basically, I think every week we get about 20 students or 20 to 30 students every week, and we're just showing them how to program an Arduino and showing them how to do like turn on a light or make a robot move forward and back, like turn motors. And we're teaching them some programming stuff. And after so on Saturday, it's the last week. it's the last week for programming, and then next week, in the next 2 weeks, I think, is gonna be like earth science based, like we're talking about animals and like biology and stuff like that. And so yeah, I've been doing that. I've been doing that for the past. It's coming up to 6 weeks now. I've been doing that for this last 6 weeks, and yeah, I've been kind of teaching kids from like anywhere from like 10 to, it seems like 10 to 15 programming stuff. It's kind of difficult because, I mean, we only see them once a week, so by the time they get back to us after a week, they kind of forget everything.
Kind of forget, especially programming. One of those things that you have to practice. I mean, at least a daily basis or something to it.
Yeah, definitely. But luckily, some of these kids, some of them, have trouble every now and then. That's why we kind of try to review what we did last week, the week before, and we kind of refresh them on stuff on what we did. Some of these kids are really picking up on it really fast. Some of them are, a little slow on it, but the thing I like is, whether they're a girl or a guy or whatever, like whatever age they are, either two, they're just like, they're trying, man. They're like really trying at this, and I really appreciate that. And I really it really makes me happy because I see there's this one little girl, her name's Paloma. She's really shy and stuff, but she gets the programming stuff, dude. She's like awesome at it. And there's other girls that just don't really get it that much. They're like, they're a little slow on it, but they're just trying, dude. They're really trying at really hard. They're asking questions. Like if they can't get if they're not really getting the programming part, then because at the same time they're building a little robot that they're gonna have dance at the end this Saturday. So if they're not getting the programming stuff, they're at least they get a screwdriver and they're how they're trying to build that robot. It's really cool to see that they're really putting a lot of effort and trying hard. And one of the cool things too is I guess we're gonna be on TV, like on a PBS kind of channel thing, or one of those local channels. So that's pretty exciting too.
Well, that's great though. That's gonna be fun to see though.
Yeah, it's super cool. I mean, like, it's kind of sad that it's coming to an end, but at least we got this trial run done, and then after that, we have to write a report. Just kind of summarizing our efforts, and hopefully, if everything goes well, the City Merced likes it, and then they go on to fund us again next semester, and the semester after that, and then we'll be making more impact.
What you guys are trying to do is establish a permanent program, basically.
Yeah.
Or a link for students, for underprivileged students to excel in math, science, and engineering, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we just want to get them we want to get their foot in the door of the science side of stuff, and get them interested. Because nowadays, you can access information really easily. It's not before, you'd have to go to a library or if there was no library, or if the library was too far, you didn't have these kind of like easy access to information. But nowadays you have the internet. I mean, some of these kids have phones. Some of them have like 3DSs, laptops. They access the internet through that, and they can easily just Google search like coding, and they'll find a bunch of stuff. So that's what we're trying to really get them to do. Just get that spark or some interest in there, so that they can motivate themselves later as well. So yeah, that's been kind of taking up my time on Saturdays. Other than that, I've been watching a lot of movies. Just watched X-Men Apocalypse. Then I think next week I'm gonna go watch the War of Warcraft movie, and yeah, it's pretty much
how was that? Because I kind of wanted to see it, but it's one of those things that I didn't. I need to see. I want to go see it with someone.
Which movie? The X-Men Apocalypse?
I heard the X-Men Apocalypse was mixed reviews with that.
Yeah. Well, the Warcraft movie comes out next week, so next week I'll be doing that. I'm planning my big. Yeah, it comes out next week, June 7th or 8th, 9th, something like that. 9th, yeah, next week. Next
Next
Thursday,
week it is
June 9th.
yeah, and the 10th comes out The Conjuring, which I'm gonna go check that out.
Oh yeah, I heard people were really excited about The Conjuring. That's one of the.
You should. I don't know. Have you seen the first one and the second one? The second
No,
one,
I haven't seen any of them.
The second one was good though. It made me jump.
Annabelle?
Annabelle was trippy. It's just there's just one. I don't know if you want a little spoiler or not. I don't know if you're planning to see it or.
Yeah, go ahead. I probably won't even see it.
It's a bit spoiler. I mean, it's kind of a spoiler. It came out like last year, but still, there's this particular scene when this is the scariest scene though. So they go down. I forgot who the main characters go down into the basement on an elevator, and here's where it gets trippy though. So they're in the basement exploring. They hear some creepy noise. That's basically where everything breaks loose. They just start running to the elevator, try to go up. So they close the elevator, they go up. The elevator moves, opens up in the basement again. They do the same thing, close it. The elevator keeps moving to the floor they want to go in, open, still in the basement. So creepy. And then a demon pops out of nowhere, make everyone jump in the theater. Such a great movie though. You should really see Annabelle.
Maybe I'll give it a shot. I'm kind of into horror movies in phases, you know, like when it comes to Halloween time, that's when I kind of get into it. But other than that, I don't really watch because they're scary.
I'm a big horror movie fan. When Halloween comes, oh God, I mean, people who know me, especially people who I live with, they know that especially when Halloween came, my roommates and I used to watch so many scary movies, and especially me, I used to watch so many scary movies, so many clips, so many videos on creepypasta and on sleep and bed and everything. But it got to a point where I started to like hear or see stuff. That's how much stuff I was reading. I was getting a little creeped out at night. It's just I'm a big horror fan.
Yeah, with me, I just have to see like one of those movies, and I start freaking out. I feel like I start hearing things or seeing things, so that's mainly why I don't like to watch them.
Oh, if you want to hear and see stuff, you should watch this this series on YouTube, which is called. Have you probably heard of it?
The people that go like ghost hunting, kind of.
No. It's what's it called? It's about oh my God, but what is it called? It's called Marble Hornets.
Marble Hornets?
So yeah, so it's just about you know about Slenderman, right?
Yeah. The game,
yeah,
right?
Okay, so there's this the game. Well, I mean, it was based. Slenderman was based on a creep on Reddit, and then it became a whole thing. But anyways, yeah. So there's this guy who. Well, the main thing is that they're showing a movie, and it stops because for some reason they just stopped. You don't know why it stopped. And then one of the main actors who was gonna be in the movie starts cleans his closet up and finds some tapes. And he remembers, oh, this is the tapes that I got from filming the movie that they never finished. So he started just rewatching them for fun, and then he starts to notice a bunch of like little creepy stuff and stuff that he didn't remember what happened during the movie. So that's how the whole thing starts. So now he's trying to track everyone who made the movie down, and in the same process, he discovers Slenderman is following the director of the movie, and it's really weird and creepy. And how the whole thing is portrayed is like he's kind of making a journal. So he uploads entries, or the entries stop, but he used to upload entries like every week, or every 2 weeks, or every month or so, something like that. And he'll number entry number 1, entry number 2, and those entries will last anywhere from like 30 seconds to 15 minutes, and somewhere in between.
Okay. So wait.
And that is
So-
jumpy, and that can freak me out a lot.
So it's a guy that he was an actor in a movie. You were saying a horror movie?
So no, so basically the main story is this is named Alex, who is what's his name, Alex?
There's too
I don't
many
know. Okay,
actors
let's
in
call
the
it
world.
guy. Yeah, let's just call it Guy A and Guy B. So Guy A was making a movie. He was the director of the whole thing, and Guy B was
Mhm.
one of the main actors. So Guy B, the whole thing is about Guy B, and trying to figure out why the movie stopped and what's wrong with Guy A. So Guy B, he's just the story starts. He just says that he was part of a movie. The movie was the Guy A was a film student and
Mhm.
make a movie for one of his classes. So Guy B was helping him out by being an actor of there. So he's an actor, and then he mentions the beginning that the movie some technical difficulties, not enough funding, blah blah. You know, something like that happened.
Yeah.
Anyways, one day, Guy B was cleaning his closet, or he was doing something, and he came upon those tapes that he had from when he was filming the movie. So he thought about like, oh, let me rewatch the tapes and see what happens. And he starts to notice a lot of weird parts that he doesn't remember happening, missing parts, shadows, stuff that he doesn't remember happening. And then he started noticing that some of the tapes were about Guy A just videotaping himself and journal entries about him, how something was following him and he doesn't know what it was, and he was being stalked. And then so Guy B was trying to figure out what happened with Guy A, because he don't know, he just disappears, and it gets a little more complicated, but it's pretty scary.
And this is all real life, right? This isn't like a show.
No, it's not. It's based. Well, they try to make it like real life, but the whole thing is fake. You know, it's.
Oh, okay,
So the whole
okay.
thing is fake. Just try to make it like real life. So that's why it's creepy, because everything looks like it's real life and how everything's portrayed. But he made it for the Comic Con or somewhere. They were there and they were talking how everything was fake. Well, it's based on Slenderman, which is fake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because the way you were describing it made it sound really real. I was like, crap, is this shit real?
That's what it is, though. It seems real and it looks real and feels real. That's why it's so creepy and scary.
Yeah, it sounds creepy just you talking about it, dude.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's good. Like my little brother and I watched it, and then my roommates and I watched it in college, and that kind of creeped us out. So yeah, if you're ever feeling you want to watch something scary, but nothing too long, just watch those shorts. They're all on YouTube.
Maybe I'll try them out. Maybe. Yeah. I can't give any promises, but that'll probably be on top of my list. If
Yeah,
anything.
it's like you want to watch a horror movie, but you can't decide what to watch. Find those things.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of horror movies, what's your favorite one?
My favorite.
Since you've seen like a ton of them.
That's a good question, though. What is my favorite horror movie, though? Well, I guess I have like different like sections. I guess.
Wait, I need to ask you a quick question.
Okay.
Are you into horror movie? Are you into the horror movies because they're scary, or because of like the blood factor, like when people get cut up and heads are falling off and blood splattering?
That's gore. That's gore, and
so you're not into the gore then?
No, not into the gore. I'm more into the scary, more supernatural kind of things where it's just creepy and scary. That with this minimum amount of gore, but it's a lot of jumping.
Okay, so you're not into then like the Saw movies in a sense.
Yeah, I like the Saw movies, but I wouldn't consider them too
scary.
Those are more slasher films, like same thing with.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I said it has to depend with like sections.
Okay, just straight up horror then, like one that's creepy and that scares you.
Oh man, one of the, I guess, I guess my two top favorite right now will be, actually top three will be Paranormal Activity, The Conjuring, and what's it called? Oh my God, The Orphanage.
Okay.
But
You know,
The Orphanage. I'm talking about The Orphanage. There's a Spanish version where it's called El Orfanato. That's was really good and creepy movie.
you know what? I can't believe you said. Well, not that I can't believe. No, that's miss. I miss. But you know what? I didn't really like Paranormal Activity. I didn't think it was actually scary at all. Like for
What?
me, Paranormal Activity.
See, what I like about Paranormal Activity is that they just the first one. The first, second ones are the best ones. First, third ones are the first three are the best ones. The thing is, why I included it in my list is because it kind of changed. Well, it wasn't that. I mean, I guess the Blair Witch Project was, I guess, the first movie that did that.
Oh, the found footage stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but Paranormal Activity was the one kind of like brought it up a little bit more to out there. It made it popular. Like after, I mean, the Blair Witch Project did the first share and introduced it. But I feel like Paranormal Activity kind of just took a little out there more and allowed more films. I mean, if you go on Netflix, you can find a lot of films like that now.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah, you can find those in everywhere
Yeah,
nowadays.
so it kind of just like since those films were Paranormal Activity movies were kind of like a big hit, it just started sounding. That's what I'm including that in my list because of the whole thing kind of changed with a lot of genre, like how it changed the whole. Everyone wants to do this because it was popular, and now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, when I actually saw that movie, I didn't think it was scary at all. Mostly because I guess maybe it's because I don't really like the found footage movies too much. Because I guess I like I guess you know how we were talking about in the Captain America Civil War, the whole shaky cam thing.
Yeah,
I feel with found footage you have that like all the time, or like you can't really make out what's going on, and and with shaky cam in movies, in like professionally done movies, or like big budget movies, like for me, I can still make out the action for the most part. But when it comes to found footage, I feel like there's just too much shakiness, or it's just too blurry. You can't really make out what's going on. So for me, I guess I gotta know what's going on for me to be scared. And I also thought the movie, like the scariest part of the movie, was just the door closing and an opening.
See, what for me is different though. Not knowing what's happening on the other side, or not knowing what you're gonna see. That's what I guess what kind of freaks me out a little more. Especially there's like scenes where for number
go ahead.
For the second, I think the third one, it's the third one. They put a camera in a fan, so the camera is moving like 80-degree and back and forth like a fan does. So like that, I feel like that was one of the scary scenes because you don't know what's happening. So you see the camera move to the right, and then you see the camera move to the left. So you don't know anything could just pop up in either direction though. And that's what I like.
But like in movies like the movies with what's it called? What's the term for it? Crap, I can't remember. But basically, where something just pops out and scares you. I feel like in like bigger budget movies, you can still do that. You can still have the anticipation that you don't know what's going on, like when the person's walking and they're gonna open the door or something. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. So I feel like you still have that in the bigger budget movies. That like like that even though that could be like a strong suit for found footage movies, it's still not like for me it's still comparable between the two, between bigger budget and found footage movies.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah, but I know that found footage movies are a really big hit with a lot of people, and a lot of people like them, which I'm not trying to like discourage.
Yeah.
Like I don't like people putting other people down because of the things they like, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
But it just for me, it wasn't necessarily scary.
It wasn't your cup of tea, basically.
Yeah, it just wasn't my cup of tea. Yeah.
Okay.
I like more like well, I don't really like these movies, but they scare the crap out of me, like the Chucky movies or
See the Chucky. Okay, the Chucky movies were. I like the original Chucky though, like the first three. They were good.
yeah.
After like the Brad Chucky, the son of
Oh, those were ridiculous.
yeah, those were just Son of Chucky, the Seer Chucky. They just they just kind of like really bad. And then the remake of Chucky was not good.
Oh, the origin story of Chucky.
Yeah, this is the original.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I like the original one, Child's Play, like the second
Yeah,
one was
like that first trilogy was pretty good. I haven't
Yeah.
seen actually all of them, but I've
seen the
heard
third
that
one.
they're really good.
Yeah, I seen the first and second. I seen the second one the most.
I seen the first one, and I think I seen this. Is it
The
the
third-
second one? The third one is when he returns to the original child, right?
Yeah. The third one was-
Okay, yeah. I think I've seen only the first and second. Then I haven't seen the third one.
No, he returns to both of them. The original child, he's back. He's in the first, second, the third one. He's after him the entire time.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
Okay, then
yes.
I guess I've only seen the first one.
So the first one, yeah. The second one is in the toy factory, and the third one is in the carnival.
Oh, okay. No, I haven't seen them then. I've only seen the first one, and that's the one that scares me the most. Which actually, I know this isn't a scary movie, but I like this movie a lot, and I thought it was kind of creepy, not necessarily scary. But Goosebumps on Netflix.
Oh yeah.
No, not the show, but the movie
So the
with
movie
Jet
was
Black.
good. I went and watched the movie with my little brother. That movie was good though.
I really liked the puppet though. I thought he was like pretty creepy. I
Well,
wish they would have done
see,
a little more creepiness with
the
him.
whole thing about the puppet is kind of like it was. If I'm correctly, it was supposed to be Arl Stein's. What's it called? What's the dummy? The dummy's name? Slappy. I believe Arl Stein owns the puppet,
Hmm.
and it's kind of like. I forgot. I saw something. I remember he said something about that. Why the puppet was kind of like the whole thing behind it. But man, I lost my train of thought actually. I kind of lost my train of thought here. I don't know what I was talking about. Anyway,
Well, well, I really like the introduction of Slappy when he runs into the room to find the books, and then he's like, and then like he turns around and he sees Slappy. I really like that part. I thought that was like the creepiest moment of the movie.
Yeah, he's great though. I did like how they made Slappy in the movie though, because I don't know. Have you read the books?
No, I haven't read the book.
I read that one, the Not the Living Dummy, and they portray him perfectly though. Like everything was portrayed there. Like his characteristic in the book was the same as in the movie. So I was happy with the movie though. And to be honest, I kind of saw the ending coming from a mile away.
Oh yeah.
Because that's my favorite book from the Goosebumps series though. So I knew that was gonna happen because I saw all the monsters. I recognized all the monsters because I think pretty sure I read about I'm gonna say 6% of the entire series of books. And funny thing is, I read them during high school though, so I didn't even read them when I was in middle school or elementary school. I read them like my sophomore year of high school, my junior year of high school. I just during the summer, I just went to my local library and just checked them out. I checked like 6 or 7 at a time, and I read a bunch of them. So I kind of recognize all the monsters. But I saw the ending coming.
Yeah, I actually didn't see the ending coming. Well, I mean I saw it once they showed her as a ghost. Once the guy saw her as the girl as a ghost, I pretty much saw it. Like I really knew where it was gonna go, but I didn't see it up till then.
Yeah.
But I guess I feel like I should have seen it because Jack Black's character is pretty weird. So I was like, I mean, where's his wife?
What brought it to me was how. So there were some clear hints at the beginning that I'm like, oh my god, don't tell me she's gonna be the ghost next door. When only they only hang out like during both of them hang out at night, and then there was she wasn't going to school or anything like that, and Jack Black was super protecting about her. And then
Yeah.
when all the other monsters appear, like I always was looking for it. I'm like, where is she? Where is she? Where is she? The only one that I didn't see was the I mean, of course, the other ones, the big ones you couldn't. I mean, the object ones you couldn't see, but I kind of saw it, and then once at the end, once they revealed, I'm like, I saw this coming a mile away though. Also, her name was Hannah, wasn't she? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was the name of the character in the book too. When they say her Hannah, I'm like, don't tell me that's gonna be her though. So.
So this movie was really for like, if you're a big Goosebumps fan, then you already kind of knew the story then, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was. I wish they would have done it a little different, but overall it was pretty good. I kind of felt why they were trying to portray all the monsters at once, because he couldn't just choose one specifically. But I kind of wish he would have like shown a little more monsters.
Yeah, I wish it was just a little bit more scarier, like just a little more, like, because I felt like when they first introduced Slappy, he was like pretty creepy and pretty scary, I thought. And I just felt like as the movie kept going, he became more comical, and I was like, oh, I wish they wouldn't have done it like that. And I feel like Jack Black's voice at the beginning, because Jack Black did the voice of the puppet, and I feel like when they first introduced him, that first scene where he comes out, I feel like Slappy was really, really good. His voice was good, everything was perfect. But then as the movie kept going, the voice kind of changed too. It wasn't as I guess deep and as creepy, or maybe as high pitched or something. But it just wasn't as creepy as it was, and it just became more comedic. I'm hoping Slappy gets his own like spin-off or something like that. Something with just Slappy, because I feel just him would be freaking scary. Because he moves really fast too, which is creepy.
Yeah, I know it's. Yeah, he was pretty. I mean, I hope they do another movie or they do a second one. I mean, pretty sure Slappy's gonna be behind the second one. Either way.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do for the next one though. I hope they do the next one. Also, speaking of like that movie though, now you bring back that up. So the girl who plays Hannah, or the girl that, I mean,
the actress?
I don't know if you noticed, but she was like super attractive, didn't you?
She's like super young, man.
She was 18 years old.
Okay.
No, the only reason I'm bringing that up is because she was the girl who was in The Giver.
In The Giver? No, I've never seen that movie.
It just came out too. Like, it wasn't that long ago that it came out. I mean, have you read the book?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah, but yeah, she was the one in The Giver though, and I thought it was pretty interesting though. I don't know. I guess that was a little bit, because she seems super familiar. I'm like, man, where did I have seen her before? And then once I looked her up and saw how old she was and everything, I'm like, oh my god, she's the girl from The Giver.
Okay, pretty cool. Oh, a couple more movies that I've seen. Did you see The Do-Over on Netflix? The one with Adam Sandler and David Spade?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, okay. I mean, you like The Ridiculous Six, so I feel like you'll like this movie. So I recommend you watch it.
Ridiculous Six was dumb.
Yeah, the movie's basically dumb too. The Do-Over with Adam Sandler and David Spade, it's dumb too. It's not. I mean, like. Yeah, it's not good.
I mean, I don't have a problem with bad movies though. I mean, especially Adam Sandler movies. His movies are just bad. But
no. Like some of them were really good. Like in the beginning of his career, Big Daddy, The Wedding Singer.
His first one was pretty good. Like Big Daddy, Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
All these old ones, the old stuff is good. But I feel
50 First Dates. Yeah.
I don't quote me on this one, but I kind of remember reading this somewhere that Adam Sandler said that he's just gonna, but I'm not sure. Like, I could be completely off. He mentioned that he's gonna see how bad movies he can make before people will start watching them.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man! No wonder he's.
I'm not sure if this is right or not. I remember seeing this on Reddit, so I don't know if it could be made up.
I mean, it sounds pretty true because, like, I don't know at what point the movie started getting worse and worse, but I don't know what at one point. It might have been at, like, I think 50 First Dates was like at the top, his best movie, And I think after that, it just started going downhill, like kind
I
of
mean,
slowly, and then it just got worse and worse. With like
Grown Up
Grown
was
Up,
okay.
Grown
Grown
Ups
Up,
2 was terrible.
I
Grown Ups, the
I
first one was
enjoyed.
okay, but the second one was just bad.
No, the one that was bad was Funny People. Funny People was bad.
Funny People, I actually kind of liked it because it was different. It was more dramatic. It was like a dark comedy. Um, and I felt like he played the character pretty well, like his character pretty well.
See,
How he was kind of selfish and he just wanted a friend, and then because he had no friends because he was selfish and kind of a jerk.
but what happened with that movie? So this is what I guess what bugged me in that movie though, is the title
The what? Sorry.
and the previews.
Oh,
The title was so misleading. So that's. Can you hear me?
oh, yeah, you're breaking up. Oh. Okay,
Give me a second.
start all over because I don't think our two fans or two subscribers are gonna be able to hear what you said when they
Sorry,
listen
my
to this.
I think my Wi-Fi is acting up really weird. No, what I'm saying is that what I didn't like about the movie is that the title, it was so misleading.
Definitely,
Funny
definitely.
People. So and the previews were also,
Even the trailers, yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
the trailers, everything was really misleading of the movie though, and who they like. They also like who the people. Okay, let me start. Yeah, so that the trailers were misleading. The way they showed on TV was misleading. That everything was so misleading in the movie. So I was expecting something completely different than what I saw. And once I saw it, I was really pissed off.
Yeah,
I guess that's why I dislike it.
because literally all the really really funny parts, all the really funny parts were in the trailer, and like when you got to the movie, it was just like sad, funny part, but you've seen it already, so it's not that funny. Sad, funny part, you've seen it already, not that funny. Sad, funny part, or whatever, you know. It just
Yeah.
that was like the whole movie, and it was just like it was just like what? Like I oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, speaking of that, you mentioned the whole trailer part. I'm like, I kind of don't watch trailers for movies that I really want to watch
Yeah, dude, I think I'm gonna stop doing that.
because it kind of does spoil a lot of it.
Yeah,
The
Batman
only
versus Superman,
exactly.
X-Men, Captain America: Civil War didn't really do that, but still, like, I mean, if you didn't know, if you just went in blind without seeing any trailers, you wouldn't know Spider-Man was in it, so that reveal would be even bigger, and all those fight scenes would be kind of a little more exciting, I think. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop doing that too.
The
I
only
think I'm just gonna stop watching trailers.
the only I guess movie that the guy that did it right with the trailers was Mad Max Fury Road. That that was the only one. The whole trailer was based on the first 15 minutes of the movie.
It's kind of true,
It
yeah.
was just the first 15 movies of the movie though, which I enjoyed that they did that because you only see the first 15 movies out of the whole trailer, and everything else you're blind, you don't know what's happening.
Yeah, but nowadays it's weird though, because nowadays like everybody wants like overall the internet wants like to get excited. That's what they ultimately
Yeah.
want. They want to be excited. So if you don't give an exciting trailer, they bomb on you. And if you give too much away, they bomb on you. But
See, this
but
is why-
then yeah, so it's so contradicting because like these movie companies have to put out these trailers with giving out a little too much because I think it's like this weird point where they're still trying to figure out especially at this time now where everything's so information. It's like the this is like the age of information because information is so easily accessed.
Mhm.
So I think companies are just getting through this rough patch of how to create the perfect trailer that doesn't give too much away, but at the same time excites the fans and brings in new people.
Yeah, no, I was gonna should I completely forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, no, I understand what you're saying though because I feel like this is what I noticed whenever when a new trailer happens. I feel like people love saying this. Oh, the new X-Men trailer broke the internet, or the new trailer has the internet in a fury, or like You know, they love
Yeah.
they love saying the internet is broken or the internet is outrage or this is what people on the internet say is.
Yeah, definitely.
That's one of the things that kind of make annoys me when I watch the trailers, because after I've watched that, I see one of those clickbait posts say like, oh, the internet has it's outraged because of this, or this new trailer broke the internet, or you know, it just bugs me a lot.
Yeah, that's why I feel like I feel like people in general. I think I do this. I think I do this a lot, or not a lot, but I do this every now and then. I go through a kind of of information closeout. Like there's a times where I'm way into the internet. Like I'm really on the internet all the time, on YouTube, on whatever, on like Twitter, and just getting all all this information. And then sometimes I just kind of fall off the map. I don't like get on YouTube. I don't do anything. And I think I do that mostly because for one, I think it's good to just get yourself away from that kind of stuff, because too much of that I think isn't necessarily healthy. I don't know, not I guess it's not too unhealthy, but it's just for me, I just need to get away from it. Like, yeah, I need to get outside and run and breathe the fresh air, and like do get away from the TV, get away from my laptop so my eyes don't burn out or whatever. And just so your mind doesn't get like, because it's a lot of information out there. I mean, it's good to be up to date, but like there's like too much stimulus out there, and it's like eating too much sugar in a day. You're only supposed to eat like 30 grams of sugar, or 34, and if you're just drinking a bunch of Gatorades, which literally have 34 grams of sugar in each bottle.
Sodas. Literally, a Coke
Yeah.
has like 20 something grams of sugar.
Yeah, so it's like it's like if you're drinking too much of those Gatorades or sodas, like it's not healthy. So I feel like you just have to cleanse yourself, like get away from it all.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to being a caveman or cavewoman and get out and do stuff. So I try to do that, and I think I'm gonna cycle into that soon. I feel like I'm going into my hibernation period into my little hibernation period of excising technology and just information, I guess. But speaking of another movie I watched, Alice Through the Looking Glass.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Man, dude, that movie pissed me off so much. I couldn't finish it. I could not finish it. I just stopped watching it. I just left. I was like, no, this movie is ridiculous. And it's not. I actually liked the first movie, but this one was just so bad because, man, like, you know how you watch like a TV show or a movie, and the character is not doing like the very super obvious common sense stuff, and they just keep making the wrong mistakes over and over, and they're just screwing people over, and then at the end they figure out what they should have done is just the common sense from the beginning. So they go through this whole roundabout way of trying to fix everything by doing this one common sense thing, and they just and then at the end of the day, nobody gives them anything, like tells them like, you're an idiot for not doing the common sense thing. We're going through this whole roundabout, whole like weird circle thing, like that's how I felt with the whole movie, man. I was so frustrated with that movie.
Well,
I hated Alice.
I wasn't planning on watching it now. I wasn't gonna watch it. It didn't appeal to me.
No, yeah, it's not. Yeah, there's nothing really like special about it. I like the first one, but I think it was more of a novelty that oh my God, they're actually bringing Alice into Wonderland in live action, and it's Tim Burton who's doing it. And this time Tim Burton wasn't in the movie, wasn't directing the movie, and yeah, it wasn't really like, it just like the whole plot wasn't very like, there's too many plot holes and too many easy ways to fix the overall arching problem they had. But then again, I mean, I'm not knocking people who like it. If you like it, good for you. It's just not my cup of tea. And but actually, this is one thing I wanted to bring up to you, because nowadays, like movies, I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just becoming more aware of it because I watch more reviews of movies or more reviews just in general about stuff. But it seems like since The Dark Knight came out, everybody wants wants movies to be completely and utterly logical. It has to make perfect sense straight through. And there can't be any like too much fantasy involved, because if it's too fanciful, or like if it doesn't always make sense, or it's like you know what I mean, like it's
It's
not like
logical.
totally realistic. Yeah, it's not totally realistic. Then the movie isn't like, it's just not that, it's not as good as it's not as good, and it doesn't deserve like 5-star rating, 5 out of 5 stars or whatever, like the highest rating. It's like it completely gets knocked down like a whole level, because it didn't make sense completely through. And I feel like since The Dark Knight came out, because that movie pretty much made sense straight through, and it was so crazy. I mean, it was so realistic in a superhero world, that ever since then, like, a movie has to do that, especially superhero movies. If it doesn't make 100% sense, then it's not. It gets knocked down. It gets knocked down a complete peg. So, and that's I feel that's what a lot of movies. A lot of people point that out nowadays. Oh, that didn't make sense. I don't know why that.
Yeah,
Uh,
those people are kind of a little bit upsetting. I mean, it's a movie.
yeah.
It's not making sense.
It's like, you think it's gonna. If you wanted something realistic, why don't you just live real life? Just watch people do their everyday things. You can't get more realistic than that,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you want to watch superhero movies, first of all, you can't complain about unrealistic stuff. You're watching a superhero movie here, though.
Yeah. Yeah. But what are the things you have coming up in your life, Edgar? You were telling me the other day you're going on a trip to Vegas and Utah?
So I'm going to Utah and Vegas on the 25th. I still haven't bought my ticket, and I bought my ticket to leave, but I haven't bought my ticket to return, so I gotta do that ASAP. I was trying to see if I can get a good price, because, oh god, dude.
Air flight? You're taking an airplane,
right? I'm flying. I might take if I can find it, because I found my train ticket, but I'm trying to justify, because the taking the train from Vegas to where I live will be a whole day thing, and I'm trying to find if I can find a flight cheaper than the train, or around the same thing, that justifies how much money I'm gonna spend on it.
Mm-hmm.
And just justify that, because if I take a train, it will take I'll have to leave early in the morning from Vegas and come back here and get here around the afternoon, or I can just fly and just come back whenever I want to. So I'm trying to figure out if I can find a ticket that match that. But it's just a hassle, though, because I bought because I was gonna buy I was gonna buy the ticket at the same time, but when I bought my ticket just to one way to go there, it's ridiculous because I had to pay for it. So so this is what I hate about our companies, or just flying in general. So the tickets were one price. So they advertised the ticket. Oh, cheapest one, it is $68. I'm like, sweet, $68 to fly from LA to Vegas. That's not bad. Like, I can deal with that. That's actually pretty good. But then once you go through the whole pain, okay, so now it's $10 if you want to bring a bag. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I have to bring a bag. Okay, for fine. I paid $10 for the bag. Now $5 to so now you have to pay for your seat. So that I don't know what the ticket's insuring me. I bought a ticket. Am I gonna stand there or what? No, I have to pay a separate fee for my seat. I thought the ticket was gonna assure me a seat. No, I have to pay. So I got the cheapest seat for $5. If I wanted to be first class, I pay so much. If I want to be in front, it's like. So what is the ticket? Like, what am I paying for this? When I bought the ticket, like I understand, I get the bag, is understandable, but what am I paying for that? Like, I don't even get a seat. I have to pay extra for my seat. I guess if I don't pay, I'm standing up the entire trip. I don't know. And then there's another fee for me to register in. If I do it online, it's like $3. But if I do it in the airport, it's another. It's like $10 more. I'm like, this is just ridiculous. Like this is just freaking ridiculous. Like, there's so many fees. So I got a little pissed off, and I'm like, screw this. I'm not just gonna take the train. So I found some tickets from the train to return, and now I'm trying to see if I can find a deal for my tickets to come back.
Oh, okay.
It's one of those things. I mean, flight in general is just annoying.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's what
I mean,
I'm kind of like. That's the last time I'm using that company. I'm gonna see if I can find some other company because I'm not gonna do that.
I remember when I went flying from Fresno to Virginia, all the way on the other side of the all the way on the other side of the country. I think I took a total of from there and back. I took a total of like 6 or 7 flights, and it was just hard. It was horrible, just terrible, man. I ended up getting vertigo because it was like my first time ever flying. So I was like dizzy the whole time. I was like nervous. Um, like the jet lag killed me. Oh man, it was just terrible. But
I bet.
yeah, and it was so awful trying to pick 6 or 7 flights. Like when you have to like you going through like buying your tickets, dude. It was the worst. Um,
It's just it's annoying.
but I want
It's
to.
just annoying. That's why I go ahead.
Oh yeah, I want to ask you. Wait, so you're going to Utah first, and then Las Vegas, or which one are you going to
Look,
first?
yeah. So we're flying to Las Vegas first because it's kind of cheaper to fly there, and then from there we're gonna rent a car and drive to Utah, which is
Oh,
2 hours.
okay.
The park is 2 hours. So it's gonna be like a mini road trip with it, and then come back on Sunday. It's the morning, check into a hotel for Vegas, and then leave Wednesday.
Oh wait, so you got your license then to drive
No,
to?
no. It's one of my other friends is driving.
Oh, okay, okay. I was excited for you. I was
It's
like,
actually
damn,
really
you
so
get to
well.
drive.
Yeah, I was hoping so, but no. I mean,
Well, maybe you can
it's just
sneak
things.
on.
I might sneak it, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it is.
Yeah, but okay,
Because
that's
we still kind of figure. Because we still have been okay. So here's what it is. Though we still haven't figured out how many people are going. So everything is booked, but we don't know how many people are going. So we haven't booked the car.
oh, okay.
But yeah, that's the whole thing. Like, so are we gonna get a big SUV, or are we just gonna get like a small hybrid? Oh my god, if it's just 2 of us, a convertible would be awesome. But
Wow.
but
Kind of the highlight.
we'll see how many people. Yeah, we'll see how many people go. Because we know how many people are going to pay, so everything is booked, everything is paid for. We just need to figure out how many people are going. And at this point, people can't back out because, well, you back out, you're not getting your money back.
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, with those kind of trips, you have to be
It's
very commit. You have to be very serious about it. It can
That's
be
kind of one of the reasons I
flip
quit.
floppy.
Because one of the reasons I kind of quit my job, this other job, because of that trip that's coming up. And I didn't want to find anybody to like. I would have to lose a whole week there, so I didn't want to find someone to cover my shift for that. So I just rather quit it, and I was looking for an excuse to quit anyways. I mean, that was just added to my me quitting.
There's just a little extra
There was
push you
other
needed.
stuff that kind of just yeah, exactly. That was just a cherry over. There was a cherry on top of the sundae. So
Nice.
so yeah, it was. So that was that. I still got to ask permission for my boss, my other boss, but I don't think it will be too much of a problem since he goes to the Shuma's casino a lot, so I don't think he asked going to Vegas for free.
Nice.
It will be such a problem.
So, what, you're gonna be in Vegas Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday then?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's 2 nights and 3 days.
Okay, and so what's your plan, like, to just
So
you guys are just gonna go clubbing the whole time, or like?
so yeah, that's the whole thing. We haven't figured out the plan properly.
Oh, okay.
We might. So clubbing is one of them. We need to figure out which club because I mean, so we have 2 nights, so we have to like plan this out. So I think one of the nights will be bars. Just going to bars and everything. But that's also I don't know because bars is the agenda, but there's also during the daytime, so we don't know what hit. We might just go to so we're gonna go clubbing for one of the nights, and then the other night we might go to the concert or a show or something. I don't know. we haven't figured that out
Oh, okay,
properly.
cool.
Because some people, some people are like, oh, let's do this. Some people, let's do that. Some people want to. I think Britney Spears gonna be there when we're there. So someone will go see Britney Spears. So we still
Well,
never figured.
I think Britney Spears works in Vegas like full time. I think.
Does she work there now?
I think so.
Alright.
I think she works there full time. Like you know how Cher used to work there full time. Like basically she would work. I don't know if she would work throughout the whole week or just the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But she does shows there. I think Britney Spears does the same thing. I'm not sure, but I feel like I heard that she started doing that a few years ago. So
there's also like the thing that people also want to save some cash. Some people want to be a little more
yeah, frugal kind of.
frugal with their money. Some people want to be like, no, let's just party it up. So we're gonna see. I mean, definitely we're gonna gamble at the beginning. I mean, that's I'm taking like at least $100 to play in blackjack or slots or something. We'll see what it is. Let's see if Lady Luck is with me that night.
No, that's really smart. Like at least you have a plan. Like this is how much money I'm using for this gambling. Because if you don't have a plan, you can go broke really fast.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're approaching a limit to this, so I think we should end it here, though.
Okay, yeah. So it's my turn to get the helpful here, or yours?
No,
I think
it's my turn.
Okay, go for it.
Honestly, well, let me think. I can't think of one straight on my head. Give me a second. Oh, I got it. So this is for all you college kids when you move out from the dorms. Learn to cook at least breakfast, one meal for breakfast, one meal for dinner, one meal for lunch, until you settle in and you figure out how everything works. Because let me tell you guys, when I first moved out of the dorms into a house, we didn't know how to cook. None of us in the house knew how to cook. So our plan was, well, let's buy frozen food. Okay, that's good. After a semester eating frozen food, you kind of start to hate frozen food, and you want to make something good. So we had to learn eventually, but we just learned a semester late. So for you guys, just learn how to make one meal for breakfast, one meal for lunch, and one meal for dinner, and that will make your adjustments to moving out from the dorms into a house or into an apartment much better, because at least you won't be eating frozen food for a while. You at least will be eating. I mean, you might get tired of that meal, but you'll be a little more
way healthier than frozen food.
Exactly. That's all I had to say with that.
Yeah, definitely. That's a really good hit. Because also if you're eating frozen food or you're just like, oh, I'm just gonna go to Jack in the Box, I'm gonna go to get pizza, I'm gonna go to McDonald's, whatever. Man, they say the freshman 15, but damn, you can gain double that. You can gain double that if you're not eating healthy and properly. You can gain a lot more than that. So it's like, I don't know what you call it, but I don't know what you can call it, but it's double the freshman 15. I'll tell you that much.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, eat healthy, guys. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time. Hopefully we can get back to you guys next week, and we probably won't have a couple episodes at the end of June, or maybe we will actually. Never mind. We'll figure something out. All right. See you guys. Be safe. Bye.